Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to take a look at Battlecrest Collection Expansion number 1. This is an expansion for Battlecrest, which is published by Button Shy Games, which is a 2-player skirmish style card game that only has about 18 cards. Now this is an expansion upon that. Let's go ahead down to the table here. I'll show you what comes with this, and I'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright, so this is what you're going to get with the expansion collection number 1. So you're going to get the ability to do solo mode. Basically, this is going to tell you how the bot runs each turn. You're going to basically go through each of these. So you're going to do the move, activate, refocus, and once you're done, this card will get flipped over and put it off to the side. If you're going to resolve things, this is kind of how you resolve them on the bottom. But basically, you'll just keep flipping these over. And that's how the bot works in the game. Really simple, but there's a little bit more to it. But it's really nice how easy it is to take the bot's turn. Now you do get 2 new characters in the game that you can play. You don't have to play these solo. You can play these normally with the base game itself. And let's go over each of these. Alright, so this character here is going to be our first one. This is Whisper. Whisper's main ability is you may fly 4, and you may attack 2 plus this if you have any of these symbols, and a melee. And you can perform this in any order. So here's Whisper. A spirit born of the heart of Fellwoods, Whisper was bound to the world by the dying guardians to fulfill her oath. She and her familiar, Aura, must protect the Neververse against the corruption of dark magic. Ages of fighting against race have given her killer instincts and a knack for striking quickly before her victims can retaliate. And then you're going to have Primal Instinct, Forest Spirit, and Shadow Silence. This is Aura. This is Aura's healthy side. Aura may fly 2, then attack 2 plus each of these symbols, and has a range of 4. This one here has 2 defense on it, and this is going to have 3 movement, and this is, they all have 1 health, so if it gets damaged, it flips to the other side. And this one is deal 1 damage to Whisper, then flip Aura. So this one can damage Whisper and then repair them. So that's how the menu works. And because Whisper has a minion, they only have 3 action cards. This one gives you a movement of 3 and attack 3 for melee. This is attack 2 plus the symbol and has 1 defense. This side here, get fly 4, get a star, 2 movement and 1 defense. This one here, you get 2 stars. You get 2 movement and 2 defense. This one here, oops, which for the other side here. This one here gives you 2 movement, attack 2 plus if you any of these symbols, 4 range. And this one here is 1 defense, and you get 1 additional defense for any of those symbols. Here you get 1 star and fly 3, and 2 movement. And this is 0 defense unless you have any of these symbols. You get 1 for each of the symbols. This one's 1 defense, and then if you have any of those symbols, you get more. 2 movement, a star, and force 3, and melee attack. So that is Whisper. The other character that you get is going to be Forge. Forge, you may force 3, and then you get more force if you have those symbols, and to do a melee attack. Then you may march 2, and then you can march any more for that if you have those symbols. So Forge here, the powerful war bot Forge is a walking arsenal with something for every occasion. Few can get past its massive blast shield, which doubles as a surprise weapon to vaporize the unwary. The unyielding Colossus has unlimited capacity for destruction and not a single shred of empathy to show for it. So this is Autonomous Will, this is going to be Battle Engine, and this is Systematic Soldier. This guy has 4 abilities. And Of course, it's going to be 8 because they flip over, but this one here's move 2, and you attack 3 plus any more of the symbols for melee. You get 1 defense plus any of these symbols. This one here's just 3 movement and 2 stars, and 1 defense plus any of these symbols. Then you have 2 movement, attack 3, march 4, and 1 defense. This one you have 2 movement, 1 star, attack 2 plus any of those symbols for melee, and 2 defense. This one here you're going to have 1 movement, 2 march, attack 2 plus any of these symbols, and range 4. And this one has 1 defense plus any of these symbols. This one has 2 movement, 1 star, attack 2 plus 5 range, and 1 defense plus any of these symbols. And this is its minion, which is blast shield, which I was wrong, sorry. It doesn't have 4 abilities, it has 1 minion. This minion here, before Forge takes any amount of damage, you may prevent up to 1 and plus each of these of damage, then flip blast shield. This blast shield attack plus 2, and any of these symbols will add on to it. And you're going to have melee and then discard blast shield. So this could be a one-time effect for the opposite side. And that is Forge. So those are the 2 heroes you get on there. And like I said, the AI is pretty straightforward and pretty nice. These are double-sided cards. So it's going to have a lot of different things to do for move it, activation, and refocus. And its defense value will change throughout each round. So let's go ahead back up to the table here, and I'll give you my final thoughts on this expansion. So Battlecrest is an amazing 2-player skirmish game, especially considering that it's only 18 cards for the normal base game. And this game here adds 2 more characters that you can play with, which is amazing. So you can have so much more replayability in Battlecrest. Not only that, it also has a solo mode in it, which is pretty good. So you can fight any of these 4 opponents and have a lot of variety in which one you're going to pick. Plus they're going to come out with more expansion packs, so there'll be more and more characters that you can play with in this skirmish style game. It is a really fun game. I really like the fact that this is they got so much game into this little tiny wallet sized package here. And even with the 2 combined with the base game and this, it takes up like no room whatsoever. So this is super easy to take to conventions, take to when you're visiting family and friends, or if you're going to the bar and you want to play a quick game. This is a great game to take. So it does take up a little bit of table space because of the map that you're putting out, but not a whole lot. Just about, what is it? It's 4 cards wide exactly, but it's going to be 5 cards wide, or 6 cards wide, sorry, exactly, for the full map where you can move your character around. So not all that huge, much smaller than most board games in general. And the portability is really cool too. So I really love the 2 characters that come in this one. They both have their own little minions. I love the shield in this one, where it has a one-time use on it too, so you can get a powerful move in. And I really like Whisper's minion, where you can heal it by hurting yourself. So you could have that minion going out doing some cool stuff. Gets injured, you could re-heal it, you know, at your own detriment, but it's still very effective to keep 2 units on the board. So I really, really like that. Both very asymmetric, both very unique. So it's amazing how unique they can make them with effectively like 3 cards is what they're, well, I mean, you have 6 cards each. So, wait, right? No, it's 4 main, 1, so you have 5 cards each. With that including the little health thing, so that's where I got the 6. So basically with this really small deck, you can make a lot of uniqueness in it, which I thought was really cool. They put a lot of thought into it. I highly recommend picking up Battlecrest. It's only like $12, I believe, which is nothing. And you get a lot of game for it. So it's one of those things that, you know, low barrier to entry, really fun game to play, super easy to learn and get down. And that's my thoughts on the Battlecrest expansion for Battlecrest. Thank you for watching.